Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, your host, and as always, I'm here with my amazing co-host, Julia. Hi, Julia. How are you today?
Hi, Jason. I'm doing great, thank you. And hello to all our listeners. I'm really excited about today's topic because it's something every English learner struggles with at some point, speaking fluently in English.
That's right. And the good news is, you don't need hours of study every day to improve. Today, we're going to show you how you can work on your English fluency in just 5 minutes a day.
Exactly. We'll break it down so it's simple, practical, and easy to fit into your daily life. By the end of this episode, you'll know what fluency really means, why short daily practice works so well, and some quick exercises you can start doing today.
And don't worry, this is not about memorizing long grammar rules or boring drills. We'll keep it fun, conversational, and most importantly, effective.
So, if you've been struggling to speak English confidently, stay tuned because this episode is packed with tips you can use immediately, even if you only have 5 minutes each day.
Let's dive in and discover how those 5 minutes a day can make a big difference in your English fluency. So, Julia, before we start talking about 5-minute exercises, I think it's important to clear something up. What exactly does fluency mean? Many learners think it's just about speaking fast, right?
Yes, that's a common misconception, Jason. Fluency is not just speed. It's about speaking clearly, confidently, and naturally, and being able to express your ideas without getting stuck too often.
Exactly. So, for example, someone might speak slowly, but still be fluent because they can communicate their thoughts clearly and respond to questions without hesitation.
That's right. Fluency is also about understanding. It's not just talking. It's listening, thinking, and responding comfortably in English. So it's a mix of speaking, listening, and understanding together.
And the best part is, fluency doesn't require perfection. You don't need to know every word or use perfect grammar. You just need to practice regularly and feel confident using the language.
So today, we'll focus on practical ways to improve fluency in just 5 minutes a day, even if you're a beginner. Little steps every day add up to big progress.
Exactly. And once you understand what fluency really means, the rest of the tips we share today will make a lot more sense. All right, Julia, now that we know what fluency really means, let's talk about the magic number, 5 minutes. Some learners might think, 5 minutes? That's too short? But actually, it works really well. Why is that?
Yes, Jason. The key is consistency over duration. Practicing for just a few minutes every day is far more effective than one long session once a week. Your brain loves small, repeated practice. It helps your memory and speaking skills improve faster.
Exactly. Think of it like going to the gym. Doing a short workout every day builds strength more effectively than one long workout every month. The same idea works for English fluency.
And there's less pressure. 5 minutes is manageable for everyone, even if you're busy. You don't have to feel overwhelmed or stressed. Just focus on speaking, listening, or repeating sentences for a few minutes each day.
Plus, these small daily sessions help your brain get used to thinking in English naturally. You start forming sentences automatically instead of translating from your native language.
And the best part, over time those 5 minutes add up. 1 week gives you 35 minutes, 1 month is about 2.5 hours, and after a few months, your confidence and fluency improve significantly.
So, Don't underestimate 5 minutes. Small daily practice is simple, practical, and extremely powerful for building fluency.
Exactly. And in the next segment, we'll share specific 5-minute exercises you can start doing today to put this into action.
All right, Julia. Now comes the fun part. Let's talk about the practical exercises that you can do in just 5 minutes a day. These are simple, but very effective.
Yes. The first exercise is speaking to yourself about your day. It can be as simple as describing what you did this morning, what you plan to do later, or even talking about the weather.
That's right. For example, you could say, "Today, I woke up at 7 a.m., had breakfast, and then I studied English for 30 minutes." It doesn't have to be perfect. What matters is that you practice forming sentences in English.
The second exercise is shadowing. This means you listen to a short audio, like a podcast or a YouTube clip, and repeat what you hear immediately, mimicking the pronunciation and intonation.
Exactly. It's like copying a native speaker. Even just 2 to 3 minutes of shadowing can improve your accent, rhythm, and confidence.
The third exercise is using new phrases or words in sentences. Pick 1 or 2 new words you learned that day and make sentences with them. For example, if you learned the word amazing, you could say, "The movie I watched yesterday was amazing."
And don't forget to mix these exercises. 5 minutes is short, so you can spend 1 to 2 minutes on each exercise. Over time, these small practices become habits that boost your fluency naturally.
The most important thing is to start today. Don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect conditions. 5 minutes is all you need to make progress, and it's better to do something every day than nothing at all.
Yes, and remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Small steps every day lead to big improvements over time. Julia, now that we've talked about practical exercises, I think it's important to warn our listeners about some common mistakes that can slow down their progress. Many learners make these without even realizing it.
Absolutely, Jason. The first big mistake is overthinking grammar. Learners often stop mid-sentence because they're worried about using the perfect tense or the correct word order.
Yes, I've been there myself. You want to say something, but you get stuck thinking, "Is this correct?" And suddenly, the conversation is over before it even started.
The key is to focus on communicating your idea, not on perfection. Native speakers make mistakes too, and they're understood perfectly fine. Don't let grammar fear stop you from speaking.
Another mistake is waiting for perfect conditions. Some learners say, "I'll practice when I have more time," or "I'll speak when I feel confident." The truth is, there is no perfect time. You have to start now, even if it's just 5 minutes a day.
Exactly. And here's another one. Comparing yourself to others. You might see someone speaking very fast or with perfect pronunciation and feel discouraged, but every learner has their own pace. Focus on your own progress.
And finally, a mistake I see a lot is not practicing consistently. Even if you know the exercises, if you skip days or only practice occasionally, your fluency won't improve. It's better to do a little every day than a lot once in a while.
So to sum up, the biggest mistakes are overthinking grammar, waiting for the perfect conditions, comparing yourself to others, and being inconsistent. Avoid these, and your 5-minute practice will work wonders.
Yes, Julia, and remember, mistakes are part of learning. Every time you speak, you're improving, even if it doesn't feel perfect. The important thing is to keep going.
Exactly. Think of mistakes as stepping stones. They guide you toward improvement. And with small daily practice, you'll notice progress faster than you expect.
Julia, now that we've talked about exercises and mistakes, let's focus on something just as important: motivation and mindset. Even with the best exercises, if your mindset isn't right, it's easy to give up.
Absolutely, Jason. One of the biggest mindset challenges for learners is thinking they need to be perfect. Many people feel frustrated if they make a mistake or forget a word. But the truth is, fluency comes from practice, not perfection.
Exactly. I always tell learners, speak first, worry about mistakes later. Each mistake is actually a learning opportunity. The more you practice, the faster you improve.
Another important tip is to celebrate small wins. Did you complete your 5-minute practice today? That's a win. Did you use a new word correctly in a sentence? Another win. Celebrating these small victories keeps your motivation high.
Yes, and it's important to track your progress. You can keep a simple notebook or use your phone to write down the exercises you did each day. Looking back after a week or a month, you'll be surprised how much you've improved.
And don't forget to make it fun. Practice speaking about topics you enjoy, like your hobbies, favorite movies, or travel plans. If you enjoy what you're doing, it feels less like a chore and more like a habit you want to keep.
Another mindset tip is to be patient and consistent. Fluency doesn't happen overnight, but those 5 minutes every day really add up. Over time, you'll notice your confidence growing and your sentences becoming smoother.
Exactly. And remember, your mindset is just as important as your practice. Stay positive, stay consistent, and don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace.
So to sum up, focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate small wins, track your practice, make it fun, and be patient. With the right mindset, your 5-minute daily practice will truly make a difference.
Yes, keep going, and remember, small daily steps lead to big results. Every minute you spend practicing is an investment in your fluency.
Well, Julia, we've covered a lot today. Let's take a moment to summarize the key points for our listeners.
Sure, Jason. First, we learned that fluency isn't about speed or perfection. It's about speaking clearly, understanding others, and expressing your ideas confidently.
Then, we talked about why 5 minutes a day really works. Short, daily practice is more effective than long, irregular sessions, and it helps your brain get used to thinking in English naturally.
We also shared practical exercises, speaking to yourself, shadowing audio, and using new words in sentences. These exercises are simple, but they really help you improve if you do them every day.
And we didn't forget the common mistakes. Avoid overthinking grammar, waiting for perfect conditions, comparing yourself to others, and being inconsistent. Remember, mistakes are part of learning.
Exactly. And we ended with motivation and mindset tips. Celebrate small wins, track your progress, make practice fun, and be patient. Your mindset is just as important as your practice.
So, listeners, here's the big takeaway. You can improve your English fluency in just 5 minutes a day if you practice consistently, stay positive, and focus on progress, not perfection.
Yes. And here's our challenge for you today. Pick any 5-minute exercise we talked about and do it right after listening to this episode. It can be speaking to yourself, shadowing a short audio, or using a new phrase. Start now. Don't wait.
And we'd love to hear from you. Share your progress, your favorite exercises, or any questions in the comments. Your experiences can inspire other learners, too.
Also, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to English Learning Podcast so you never miss a tip, and hit the notification bell if you want daily inspiration to boost your English fluency.
Remember, fluency is a journey, and every small step counts. So take 5 minutes today and keep going tomorrow. Those minutes will add up faster than you think.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and we'll see you in the next episode.